I'm going to be doing a story time on how I met Daniel Seavey, and this was 3 weeks ago. Nothing has been said about if he's opening for Benson Boone or not. See, like, I'm kind of shaking thinking that. Obviously I'm calm now, but if so, I get to see him again, great. If not, he's gonna tour again, like, it's guaranteed. I've notes of all this stuff. I'm gonna get into it. I am going to be doing a little bit of like makeup and skincare while I talk about it, because I have to do something while I talk about these things. And if you see all this on my hand, that's just makeup swatches, which I forgot to take off. Oops. And these are press-up nails before anybody says anything. Okay, so, and before anybody says anything about the videos and photos, they're already on my Instagram. They're already on my TikTok account on here. I'm not gonna be posting any photos and videos on this like story time specifically because I already have, and it's just gonna take too long to edit and stuff. So I'll start from the beginning. So it happened on the 7th of November. Right now it's the 19th, I think, so like 3 weeks later. So basically the night before, I still love this man. Like, I'm gonna love this man for literally as long as I can. Basically I like to be friends with like musicians until they stop making music. That's kind of how it works for me. Or rather, so basically I saw him on the 7th. It still sounds weird to say. He posted a thing on his Instagram story saying like, Melbourne, doing a little pop-up shop, little fan meetup event. So I do remember the location. I'm not going to spill those beans. At like 4 p.m. and I was like, I have to go to this because I've loved this man since I was like 14. And I've obviously loved all the rest of the members in the band. But he's special because I like relate to his story. So I went and I like met some amazing friends. You know who you are. The first person who said, you know, you like my scrapbook, thank you. We are still friends to this day. And this mascara is not coming off. And so I was like waiting in line for a bit, made some friends, still friends with them to this day. You know who you are. Love you, bestie. And then he came out, right? He came out and he was like in like a black van. I don't know why else celebrities come out in a black van. Like, obviously if I knew, then I would goddamn say something, but I didn't. He came out and went red in the face, and I could not stop sweating when I saw him in the face. This happens all the time. The last time this happened was when I met a musician from The Voice, like in October. And honestly, thinking about it, he was really cute, but we're pushing it. He was so sweet. He pointed at me in one of the songs. I'm not gonna say what song because if I say the song title, it gets stuck in my head. And I lost my mind. And then I gave him like a gift that had like Aussie snacks in it. Like, it had like Tim Tams, Shapes, Twisties, which are like chips, and Vegemite. I don't know if he was able to take the food, I don't remember. And then I also gave him like some artwork pieces, which I can actually show because I have the photos, a letter, and then a bracelet. And and also something along the lines as well is this was very like spur of the moment for me, because not only was it free, but I didn't think that I would do this. Obviously I was like, you know what, I might as well. So the snacks, the letter, I'm not really gonna go into too much of what the letter said. Artwork, and then artworks, and then obviously my scrapbook. So I'm not going to go into too much detail of what the letter says, because even though I do have the letter, I have the draft, you know, in my notes app. I'm not going to go over it like all the time, because I think I wrote about, it's a long one, so yeah. But basically, so I go up to him, right? Actually, no, so I'm waiting in line. Before I'm like actually like shaking. I wish I could like, what's the word? I wish I could I'm not kidding you when I say I was literally shaking. Obviously, I'm calm right now. Well, ignore that. I was shaking. I was sweating like fucking crazy. His manager was there as well, and we love Randy. Okay, Randy was so sweet. We love it. And then obviously, like, it comes up to my turn, right? And at this point, I'm like, oh shit, he's real, because like, obviously, like, this was not my first time meeting a celebrity. It was probably my second time meeting, like, someone who I idolize or look up to. The first time meeting someone who I grew up listening to, if that makes sense. So, like, excuse this. It's being a real little bitch today. So, like, I go up to him, right? And I'm like, hi, and he's like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, either I'm great or I'm good. I have video footage. I'm not gonna show it because that's not relevant. Hang on, I have notes. What kind of person am I? And then he asked my name, and I said Lauren. I did not say Loz, only because, first of all, it was spur of the moment, and that's what we do, okay? And I don't know, I was just spur of the moment. He couldn't sign anything, which, I'll be honest, I was a little bit heartbroken by, and he's like, I'm so sorry, and I either not blacked out, but like, I think I just froze or didn't remember. I think I said it's okay. Because previously they didn't say, his manager didn't say if he could sign anything or not, so I don't know really what went on there. I remember a fan did get an I love you tattooed, which, amazing. So this proves to me that the next time I see him, I'm gonna get him to do a little heart tattoo for me. Technically I'm not supposed to have any for work, but shh. One is fine. I showed him my scrapbook and he's like, wow. I got a bunch of other fans who looked through my scrapbook and they're like, how long did this take you? 3 years, blah, 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 blah. Tyler, his brother, was actually really nice this time, because normally with like these meet and greets, Tyler is, I don't want to say rude because I like Tyler, okay, he's lovely. But he was nice about it. And sometimes when you do, like, for the people who don't know, sometimes with like these, you know, meet and greets, even though I only had like 20 seconds with him, or 28, it was still quite a good experience, minus the fact that it was quick. Tyler's like, come on guys, let's go, like, you know what I mean? But this time he was actually like nice about it, which we loved. Daniel was so sweet. I said I love you to him, and he's like, love you too. He said, wow, to the scrapbook. And his accent in person was like gorgeous. I am actually kind of blushing thinking about it. And his eyes were, oh my god, so gorgeous. Like, oh, love it. He smelled like, oh, I forgot what my friend said, but I think she said he smelled of like dusty wood cologne, whatever that means. I forgot what else. He's like, are you coming to the show? He was like, I want to see more of the scrapbook. Are you coming to the show? And I'm like, no. Which, let me just point something out real quick. It wasn't the fact that the tickets were $200 or whatever. It was the fact that I said to myself, I'm gonna go to his solo show, because not only is the show gonna be longer, but the set's gonna be longer. And what would I do if Dean came out? Like, nothing wrong with Dean Lewis, like, love his music, super, super talented guy. But I literally only know how do I say goodbye? How do you say goodbye? And waves, and that's literally it. So yeah. But under the circumstances though, he was really, really sweet. I got a signed poster. Afterwards, I could not, like, right after, I do have a video, I'm not gonna insert it. I could not stop crying and like happy tears, obviously, being like, what the fuck just happened? And yeah, I think that was basically everything. Previously to this though, I had gotten a cameo from Mr. Jonah Murray. We love Jonah. And my god, he's so sweet. Like, oh, we love these men. So this wasn't like my first like it was my first interaction with like some like my childhood idol, right? But I had previously gotten a cameo from Jonah, who is like so sweet. And then previously to this interaction, I had met, I think, what's her name? I think Brian Olay from The Next Step. Lovely. She's like my favorite dancer. Super sweet. I met Arthur from The Voice. Arthur Hull, if you don't know who he is, I don't blame you. And then Sean Miller's from The Voice. So this is my fourth interaction with like I don't want to say famous person, but somebody who I like look up to. But second time for someone who I like love. Like I really listen to their music and stuff. And in the note, I'm gonna quickly go over it. I'm not gonna go over everything because it's a fucking long one, let me tell you right now. But basically, what I said was, basically that I had been a fan for 7 years, a little after 8 letters. I relate to The Older You Get. I'm not gonna say why. You know, idol. I think that's it. Here we go. And the reason why I got into music. And I basically said I'll always be a fan of his. That he's had such a positive influence in my life and that I'm always going to be a fan of him. So, yeah, that was my interaction. I will obviously do an update if he is the opener for the Benson Boone show in Melbourne. I have not heard anything. Currently, it's Mexico only, which pisses me off, but it's fine. These things happen. What can I do about it? Not really much. But, yeah, I think that is basically everything. I do have photos, videos. I'm not going to put on here because we've already seen that. This set has been literally bugging me for the past while. But yeah, that is my interaction. I'm really hoping I can see him again in January. I think I will. It's just going to be a matter of when. But yeah, that's it.